I'm so excited to be part of the MGM Macau Masters this December. Come join us at the Macau Forum.
Alex Eala dominated the spotlight at the MGM Macau Tennis Masters with a blend of poise, precision, and raw competitive fire that left both fans and commentators in awe as she stepped onto the gleaming indoor courts of Macau under the bright arena lights, her eyes fixed on victory from the first serve. Throughout the tournament, she dispatched opponent after opponent with a stylish mix of powerful forehands, deft drop shots, and an athletic court presence that belied her age, drawing cheers from an enthusiastic crowd that had come to witness a new star in women's tennis rise before their very eyes. And with each match, her confidence grew, her footwork sharpened, and her strategic shot selection revealed a maturing game that seemed years ahead of its time, culminating in a stunning semifinal where she fought back from a set down with unshakable focus, turning defense into attack and forcing her rival into errors that punctuated the sheer will fueling her ascent. And even as pundits spoke of her calm under pressure and her ability to adapt mid-match, it was clear that this was more than a single tournament run. It was a defining moment in Eela's burgeoning career. A performance that not only electrified the crowd, but also sent a message to the world that she belongs on the big stage, her name now etched alongside the elite players who have dazzled at the Masters level. And as the final point was played, and the applause thundered through the arena, every fan knew they had witnessed something special. The rise of Alex Eala, a young athlete whose talent, grit, and heart had shone brightest at the MGM Macau Tennis Masters, inspiring the next generation of players and capturing the imagination of tennis lovers everywhere. Even after her thrilling run at the MGM Macau Tennis Masters, Alex Eala's journey did not stop there. As cameras captured her post-match celebrations, interviews filled with humility and gratitude, and her interactions with fans that revealed not just a fierce competitor, but a genuinely grounded young athlete whose charisma and sportsmanship amplified the impact of her on-court brilliance, while analysts dissected her game, praising the evolution of her baseline play. Her improved serve consistency, and the mental resilience that allowed her to handle high pressure points with a maturity beyond her years. And as the tournament drew to a close, whispers of her potential Grand Slam ambitions grew louder, with former champions noting that Ela possesses the rare combination of tactical intelligence, physical agility, and unwavering focus that could soon see her competing for the sport's biggest titles, inspiring a new generation of aspiring tennis players, particularly in Southeast Asia, and elevating the visibility of women's tennis across the region, as every highlight reel of her forehand winners, cross-court passing shots, and clever net approaches circulated on social media, fueling conversations, debates, and admiration worldwide, culminating in a moment where Alex, seated courtside with her team and reflecting on the week's battles, smiled knowing that her performance in Macau was not just a personal triumph, but a statement to the tennis world that a new era of rising stars is here, and Alex Eala is undeniably at its forefront, ready to challenge the established hierarchy and carve out her place among the elite, while fans, commentators, and fellow players alike eagerly anticipate her next steps, each match building anticipation, each victory cementing her growing reputation, and every passionate swing of her racket signaling that the future of tennis has a bright, determined, and extraordinarily talented name, Alex Eala. As the echoes of cheers from the MGM Macau Tennis Masters faded, Alex Eala's presence continued to resonate both on and off the court, her story becoming a symbol of perseverance, dedication, and raw talent converging at the perfect moment, with every commentator dissecting not just her strokes but the strategic brilliance behind them, noting how her ability to read opponents, anticipate patterns, and adapt mid-rally reflected a rare maturity and tennis intelligence. And while her athleticism allowed her to cover the court with seemingly effortless speed, it was her mental toughness that truly set her apart, turning potential setbacks into opportunities, rallying from behind in critical moments, and showcasing a poise that belied her years, inspiring fans and fellow athletes alike, as social media erupted with clips of her most memorable points, each like a masterclass in precision and timing, and sponsorships, interviews, and media appearances began to flock to her, recognizing not just her on court talent, but her charisma, marketability, and ability to connect with audiences globally. While in training sessions captured by cameras, coaches marveled at her relentless work ethic. The way she fine tuned every aspect of her game, from serve placement to footwork, from backhand slices to top spin volleys, all reflecting a holistic approach to tennis that few young players possess. And as pundits speculated about her trajectory, predicting Grand Slam runs and possible top 10 rankings in the near future. It became evident that Alex Eala was not merely a promising player. She was a phenomenon in the making, a beacon for aspiring athletes, and a testament to the power of focus, discipline, and belief. Her every match a narrative of determination, skill, and passion, culminating in a crescendo of admiration and expectation from the global tennis community, where each swing of her racket, each point won or lost, carried the weight of potential history, signaling that the era of Alex Eala had only just begun, and with every subsequent tournament, every headline, and every standing ovation, the world witnessed a young tennis prodigy forging a legacy that would inspire generations to come, proving that dreams pursued with unwavering dedication, matched with talent and resilience, could indeed transform the landscape of women's tennis forever. As Alex Eala's remarkable journey through the MGM Macau Tennis Masters continued to captivate fans worldwide, the magnitude of her rise became increasingly evident, with every match, every serve, and every rally highlighting not only her technical prowess, but also the intangible qualities that define true champions. From her unwavering focus under pressure to the fearless way she approached every opponent, regardless of ranking or reputation. And as she glided across the court with a blend of grace and intensity, spectators witnessed a young athlete whose every movement seemed choreographed by years of dedication and natural instinct. Her forehands crackling with precision, her backhand slicing through defenses with deadly accuracy, and her footwork creating an illusion of effortless mobility that allowed her to dominate baseline exchanges while seamlessly transitioning to the net when the opportunity arose, all of which sparked admiration from tennis veterans who recognized in her game a rare combination of power, finesse, and strategic intelligence. And off the court, the media frenzy grew exponentially, with journalists and broadcasters dissecting her matches, analyzing every shot, and projecting her potential as the next global superstar of women's tennis, while fans flooded social media with clips of her most thrilling points, viral rallies, and comeback victories, creating a wave of excitement that transcended the boundaries of the tournament itself. And as commentators debated the implications of her performance on the wider WTA landscape, noting how her fearless approach and adaptability could soon challenge the established hierarchy of top-ranked players, it became clear that Alex Eala's influence extended beyond her immediate victories, inspiring countless young athletes in her home country of the Philippines and across Asia, who saw in her journey a reflection of their own dreams and ambitions, a living example of how talent, when paired with relentless work ethic, mental toughness, and a hunger for excellence, can transform potential into remarkable achievement. And as the final rounds of the tournament approached, with each passing match, the intensity of her focus and the sophistication of her tactical choices only grew, as she analyzed opponents' tendencies, adjusted her strategies in real time, executed with a precision that left both fans and rivals in awe, while behind the scenes, her coaching team marveled at her dedication, noting how she tirelessly honed every aspect of her game, from serve speed and placement to court positioning, shot selection, and psychological preparation, ensuring that she was not only prepared physically but mentally to face the pressures of high-stakes competition. And as the championship match unfolded, every point seemed to tell a story of resilience, courage, an unrelenting ambition, with Eala fighting for every ball, countering aggressive shots with clever angles, constructing points with patience and intelligence, and delivering clutch winners at moments when the match teetered on a knife edge, all culminating in a crescendo of emotion as the crowd erupted in recognition of her brilliance, the applause echoing like a chorus that celebrated not just the outcome of a single tournament, but the emergence of a new force in global tennis. A young woman whose journey at the MGM Macau Tennis Masters signaled the dawn of a career destined for greatness, with her name etched firmly in the minds of tennis enthusiasts, analysts, and fans alike. And as the tournament concluded, Alex stood amidst the lights, cameras, and cheering spectators, a beacon of inspiration, her eyes reflecting a combination of satisfaction, determination, and an unspoken promise that this was only the beginning. And while trophies and headlines marked the immediate recognition of her success, it was the indelible mark she left on the sport, the embodiment of skill, grit, intelligence, and heart, that ensured her story would resonate far beyond the confines of a single tournament, igniting a passion for tennis in the hearts of fans, sparking discussions about the next generation of champions, and establishing Alex Eala as a defining figure in women's tennis whose journey, energy, and talent would continue to inspire, amaze, and elevate the game for years to come. As the MGM Macau Tennis Masters drew to a close, Alex Eala's performance left an indelible mark on the tournament and the global tennis community. Her journey from rising prospect to a commanding presence on the court becoming a story that resonated far beyond the confines of the arena. With every swing of her racket, every perfectly executed shot, and every moment of composure under pressure demonstrating a combination of talent, intelligence, and determination that few athletes achieve at such a young age. And as the final point was played, sending the ball into the corner with surgical precision, the crowd erupted in a standing ovation, a wave of appreciation and admiration that reflected not just the victory itself, but the culmination of her hard work, sacrifices, and relentless pursuit of excellence, while cameras captured the joy, relief, and quiet pride on her face, a testament to the years of training, discipline, and focus that had brought her to this moment. And as fans and commentators alike celebrated her remarkable achievements, analysts dissected the match, praising her strategic shot making, defensive mastery, mental fortitude, and the ability to adapt to high stakes situations with poise and confidence, noting that her game had matured to a level that made her a serious contender in any tournament she entered. And while trophies and accolades were a tangible measure of her success, it was the inspiration she provided to young athletes, especially in the Philippines and across Asia, that stood as the true legacy of her triumph, showing that with talent, dedication, and an unwavering belief in oneself, barriers could be broken, expectations exceeded, and dreams realized. And as Alex held the championship trophy aloft, the lights reflecting off the gleaming surface, the cheers of the crowd reverberating like a symphony of recognition, it became clear that this was more than just a tournament victory. It was the beginning of a legendary career, a defining chapter in women's tennis, and the emergence of a star whose influence, passion, and skill would continue to inspire generations, shape the sport, and signal that the world should watch closely. For Alex Eala was not just a player who shone in Macau, she was a beacon of promise, resilience, and greatness, a young athlete who had proven that with heart, determination, and unwavering focus, the sky was the limit. And as she walked off the court, surrounded by fans, media, and fellow competitors offering congratulations, there was a sense of inevitability that this was only the first of many milestones in a career destined to leave a lasting mark on the sport. Forever remembered as the tournament where Alex Eala didn't just play tennis. She owned it, inspired millions, and announced to the world that a new era of excellence in women's tennis had arrived.